Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the smoking section. I'm Sean, and we are already on episode number 5 of Morning Cigar Talk. So welcome, and I hope everybody is enjoying their morning so far. So far, I am super excited. First and foremost, I should say, not shushay. I got my hot chocolate over here. I wasn't feeling coffee this morning. I figured I'd go with some hot chocolate, but I do have my Aroma Cafe from my Tuscanello cigar that I'm smoking. So I figured I'm smoking kind of like a coffee aroma. So I figured I would drink my hot chocolate. It'd be a nice pairing. But nevertheless, real quick, little bit of business that I want to take care of right off the bat because I am super excited about that, or about this, I should say. Please mark your calendars for February 24th. We are going to have Protocol Cigars in the smoking section. Okay, so I am super duper excited about this. I'm going to have Protocol Cigars on. They're going to tell us all about Protocol Cigars, what they came up with, what they're coming up with, what they're coming out with, where everything started. Tell us about themselves. I'm going to be smoking a Protocol cigar. They're going to be smoking Protocol cigars. It's going to be absolutely awesome. So please mark your calendars for February 24th, which is a Wednesday. So it will be a live stream. Okay, so you can catch this on YouTube or Facebook. I'm still getting used to the camera. But please check it out because it's going to be absolutely awesome, and I cannot wait for this live stream interview with Protocol Cigars. So please mark your calendars, all right, everybody? So the reason I am so excited today is today's Friday, obviously. And in 2 days, I am taking a little field trip up to Leaf Cigar Bar, or Famous Smoke Shop, up in Easton, PA, with my father and a couple of our friends. It's going to be an awesome time, and I'm really excited about it. Now, obviously, during COVID and stuff like that, the bar section of it isn't going to be open, where we would normally get our food and stuff. But they will have, I believe, the lounge is going to be open, or it's more of a bigger lounge now. But the lounge is going to be open, and we're going to be buying some cigars. And I'm really excited about it because I always remember getting a lot of awesome cigars from Famous Smoke Shop or Leaf Cigar Bar up in Easton. And there's some that I'm really looking forward to trying to pick up again to see if they have them again. But I'm really excited about that. And today's show is going to be all about buying cigars and everything going outside of just like the facts about cigars. So my first question for everybody today, and as I always say, please don't be afraid to answer any of these questions in the comments below. I read all my comments. I try to reply to everything and, get my answers back. And thanks everybody for supports and all that stuff. But my first question of the day is, how do you pick out your cigars when you're shopping? I think that's it's an easy question, but I think it's also a pretty good question to ask as well. Do you guys have like a ritual that you go through? Do you guys just try and go for, the prettiest one? Do you guys try to go for the one that you always gone for? Do you try to pick up things that you've never seen before? Do you try and go by the ones that you either see on YouTube that somebody does a review on, or see something from one of the, the Facebook groups or the Instagram groups that you're on, one of those cigars, and you're like, oh, I got to try and find the cigar. I haven't smoked that one yet. So how do you guys pick out your cigars when you guys are shopping? Now, for me, it's a little different now for when I pick out my cigars, because right now, a lot of the times whenever I pick out cigars, I wind up picking out cigars that I either haven't smoked yet or cigars that I think would be really good for the channel. Now, that's not saying that I wouldn't pick up something that I think would be bad for the channel, but right now, with the channel being so new, it's still in its baby stages, I guess you'd want to say, where we're still kind of expanding, we're still growing. Like I said, I'm getting my first cigar brand interview coming in on February 24th. So, we're still growing, we're expanding. So right now, a lot of the cigars that I'm bringing onto the show are going to be brand new cigars for the smoking section. Now, I've smoked cigars before, obviously, so there might be some that I've already smoked that I want to bring onto the show because I think that they were great cigars, or I'm willing to give them a second try if I really didn't think that they were all that great. Excuse me, my first go around. So, right now, whenever I try to pick out cigars, I'm usually doing it in a way that if they're interesting, or if they look interesting, or if they got a really cool story behind them, or if they're just very uncommon, I usually try to go for those. A lot of times it's the smaller cigar brands that I wind up hitting first before I start going to the big heavy hitters when it comes to cigars. And I don't know why I'm that way. It's just, I guess it's almost like a cookie cutout for me, where you're always going to get big name cigars that put out a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful cigar that you're really going to enjoy. But then a lot of times the littler guys don't get that much credit when it comes to their cigars because everybody's talking about the big name brands. And, unless it has some extravagant look to it, or it's got some weird name to it, or whatever, I mean, it really doesn't get that much recognition. So, I mean, I try to go for those, and I think that they're interesting enough that I want to bring them onto the show and, really kind of break them down and see how they go. But where do you guys land with cigars? When it comes to that, where do you guys wind up going with your cigar choices whenever you guys go shopping? I remember the first time that I wound up, going online, the one thing I really wanted to do was I really wanted to find some outrageous, looking cigars. Some cigars that like not a lot of people wind up going for. A lot of the cigars that I don't really ever see all too often, because I wound up doing this cigar review, what was it? When I was only on Facebook, not doing YouTube or anything, but so I want to definitely put this one on here. But one of the cigars that I want to bring on is the Clown, which is my personal favorite. I love this cigar. I absolutely adore this cigar. Now, this is the Double Maduro, but just the way, and let me take it out of the cellophane. I'm sorry if this one's going to be a little bit weird today, and sorry about the crinkling, but, I'm just really gearing up for this little adventure that I'm going on Sunday, so it should be a great time. But this is the Clown, the Double Maduro, and I got to tell you, this is one of my favorite cigars of all time. Now, this is by Dan Lee, Honduras Tobacco, and I never heard of this cigar. I never once ever saw this cigar. I never saw anybody smoking this cigar. And then it's like anything. When you buy a car, you never see it out on the road. And then when you buy the car, then you see them everywhere. So, I mean, it was kind of like one of those things as well, where it was like, I've never seen this cigar around. And then as soon as I bought it, it seemed like a lot of people were starting to find them and picking them up. And, I mean, they've probably been around for a while. I never paid attention to it. But now, now a lot of times I see guys always going for those weirder looking cigars. Excuse me. So it's kind of where I try to, lean towards whenever I'm buying cigars. That's kind of where I tend to go whenever I go to a new smoke shop, or whenever I try to go to like another cigar shop. I always look to see what they have that I don't get normally, or something that might be brand new, or something that might be kind of exciting but not really talked about a lot. So that's kind of where I go with that. So also on my little trip that I'm planning on going to on Sunday, one of the things that I was thinking about as well was, where do you prefer to smoke? So for me, I have a couple different areas that I like to smoke. Obviously, I work at a cigar store. So whenever I, go in, obviously I'm smoking at my cigar store. Plus, I'm also true to my cigar store. And I also, I spend money there as well. And I buy my cigars and I smoke there. But, right now, having the smoking section and, having my little recording area and everything, this would probably be my number one place that I enjoy smoking. I'm in the comfort of my own home. I can, like this morning, I'm rocking my PJs. As soon as I rolled out of bed, I threw on some pants and a hoodie, came down here, and I started recording. So it's a very comfortable atmosphere for me. The way that I have my desk and everything set up, I can watch a movie right here on my phone, have it plugged into my computer and this and that. It's a very comfortable setting for me. But Do you guys prefer to either smoke at your homes? Do you have, a friend's house that you like to go to? Do you guys have a spot that you like to go to, whether it be a cigar shop or just a smoking lounge? Where do you guys prefer to smoke your cigars whenever you guys go in? It's to me, it's not always about the cigar. You know, this weekend I'm going to be, going with my father and a group of our friends. And to me, it's not always about the cigars. It's about the memory that I'm making with everybody. So, when we go to the cigar shop, from my house right now, it's about a 2-hour drive, maybe an hour 45 to get up to Easton, um, on a good day. Um, but the drive getting up there, plus the conversation when you get there, seeing what everybody picks. Um, a lot of times people ask me like, oh, what would you suggest? Have you ever heard of this cigar? Have you ever done this cigar? What's this? What's that? So kind of making the memories at a cigar shop is what I find the best. Whenever I'm in a cigar shop or whenever I'm smoking a cigar with my friends. If we do decide to go to like the Smoking Dog, yes, I work there. I have a lot of good memories there. But whenever I'm not working and I'm just hanging out there, I have a lot of good memories there too. So, it's really a toss up between whether or not I love the smoking section to smoke in more, or I like the cigar shop that I like to smoke in more. So, I'm more curious about what you guys like. As do you guys like to go out? Do you guys like to go out? I mean, right now with COVID, I know that it's kind of hard with a lot of things right now, but do you guys like to go out to your local cigar shop, or do you guys just like to kick it at home? What's your favorite way of doing it when it comes to smoking cigars? And a lot of times, and especially because of this trip that I'm taking, one of the other questions, and my last question for the morning, because I don't want to stress anybody out too much with the questions that I'm asking, but do you buy your cigars in bulk or just a few at a time? So, for me, I've bought boxes of cigars before. Um, I have to say, I enjoy buying a box of cigars. There's something about buying a box of cigars that just it's kind of exciting. But then, at least for me, if you really only have those cigars, or if you have a couple different ones, but then you have a box of cigars, you almost kind of feel as though, not that you're trapped, but you kind of feel as though the cigars that you have in that box are like the only thing that you can really smoke right now. Like, yes, you can go out and buy some more, buy some singles and everything like that. But I guess for the money that I'm spending on a box, I'd rather buy, if there's a box of 25 and I'm spending, let's just say a round number of like $200 for a box of cigars, at the price that I can buy a single cigar, anywhere from the ranges of $12 to let's just say $16, I can get a variety of cigars for $200 that I'm going to have something different every time and be able to get a little bit more on my palate than if I buy a box of 20 or 25 cigars that, I'm just kind of staying in that same box, so to speak. Now, like I said, I have bought boxes of cigars before, but it's to me, it's different when I open up my humidor and I see just a variety of different flavored cigars or different brand cigars, or maybe there might be a few of the same brand, just different styles of cigars. I might have a Superfly by Oscar, but then I might also have an Island Jim in there as well. Still both by Oscar, but both totally different cigars. Which that's okay, but I'm not having 20 boxes of the Superfly or 20 cigars of a box of the Superfly or the Island Jim. It just, to me, that's kind of where I look at it. Where I don't mind buying a box. I will buy a box if I know that I'm going to split the box with somebody. They bought a box, I bought a box, and we're going to try and switch them around a little bit, and I get half, he get half, whatever the case may be. But a lot of times I feel like 20 or 25 of those cigars, unless it's an absolute awesome cigar, can get a little tiresome. in my opinion. Now that's not saying that I have to keep smoking those cigars, but let's be honest here, boxes aren't cheap. A box of cigars really, it gets up there anywhere from, $120 to $250, depending on what you're buying. And for me, just having that kind of money go out for one type of cigar, that's a lot for me. I'm not raking in dough. I'm not doing like a whole, $1 million baby kind of deal. But to me, that's a lot of money for just one style of cigar, where I could spend another $200 and get a larger variety of cigars that, I can enjoy multiple different styles of cigars, and then go back and maybe get a 5-pack, or maybe get pick up 3 more or something. I just think that it winds up really, limiting, what I'm looking for in a cigar, where I feel like I'm kind of trapped. I guess that would be the best way for me to describe it. I'm more trapped with a box, where I feel a little bit more free with, a bunch of singles, But how do you guys feel about it? Would you rather buy a box? Now, there's nothing wrong with buying a box. This is just me. This is just how I am. I don't know if I can say this on YouTube or not, but I'm going to switch the word. I'm very particular when it comes to my cigars. I don't want to feel trapped. I want to be able to have a nice variety of everything. So where do you guys kind of land on that? Those are my questions for the day, I guess you would say. And like I said, I'm very, very excited about taking this trip. I will probably do a post of some sort of the cigars that I wind up getting at Leaf Cigar Bar in Easton. Depending on how many I get, it might be a shorter video, or depending on how much, I want to spend, it might be a little bit of a longer video, just because I'll be bringing them out one by one and everything. But I'm very excited about it, and I guess that kind of put me in the state of mind of how you guys handle taking a day trip to a cigar lounge. Are you enjoying the area that you're smoking in, or are you just going there to buy cigars? Are you buying a box, or are you buying singles? Are you, shopping for a certain cigar, or are you just trying anything that looks appetizing to you? Those are the questions that I had today, just as I'm gearing up for this trip on Sunday. But that is my morning cigar talk for you all today. Before I get out of here, I would love to say, if you like my videos, I guess these are more of just like a thinking type of video. These videos aren't necessarily meant for a lot of likes, I guess you'd say. It'd be great if I got a lot of likes. My one thing that I really want more than anything right now is I want to get my likes up. So, I really want to start putting out some really good material that people enjoy and that people like to watch. Likes help move the channel forward, I guess you would say. I'm not doing this to get paid. I'm not doing this to, get sponsored by YouTube or anything. I'm having a really great time, and I want to see if you guys are enjoying the material that I'm putting out as well. There's going to be another couple of videos that I'm planning on bringing out, just cigar terms for beginners. I know that it's kind of weird to think about, because a lot of the times, people that might watch these videos might already kind of know what, is going on, or what people are talking about. But I want people to understand that this channel is not just for the advanced and up. This channel is for everybody. It's for questions. It's for, comments. It's for helping one another out. So that's kind of where I land with this channel. It's not to get it big. It's not to, get free stuff out of anybody. It's just me having a great time trying to spread the knowledge and learning together. So if you guys like these videos and you like the channel, please like and subscribe, and then also hit that little bell for notifications to let you know when a new video comes out. But I really appreciate everybody. I appreciate everybody for coming out and everything, and just checking out the videos and keeping it awesome on my part, because I love doing these videos. So just always remember that I thank you all so much for all that you guys do. But as I said before, please and thank you for watching. I'm really excited about this week coming up. I just have the weekend to get through, and then, like I said, don't forget, mark your calendars for February 24th, because we will have Protocol Cigars in the smoking section. So please come check it out, and it's going to be an awesome time. If you want to meet the guys from Protocol and you want to ask them questions or whatever, it's going live. It'll be on Facebook and on YouTube. So please, wherever you can watch it because it's going to be an awesome, awesome show. So please just keep that in mind. But as always, everybody, I'm Sean from the Smoking Section signing off. I want to say, thanks for watching, and always stay blessed, stay smoking, and I will catch you guys on the next one. From the Smoking Section, I'm Sean. Thanks again for watching. Signing off. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.